Patrick Mahomes will never be the GOAT, but this man already is. It's time for Wayne's World, as it is every Friday at this time.
I had nothing to do with that.
You don't even buy it. I had to start with that because I knew I'd get you up out of your chair. So good morning to Wayne, but it is time to get your Super Bowl prediction, please. 49ers or Chiefs, and I don't know where you're going with this one.
I got the 49ers.
Is this a Kyle pick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I can also add this is a John Lynch pick too, man. That's my man.
Is it really?
That's my
I didn't know that.
Man. My man hit me up over the week. Man, that's a good
Really?
guy. Good guy. Hit
John
me
Lynch.
up. Hit me up. Man.
Really?
Yes.
How did you connect with him to start
He
with?
hit me up.
Oh, he just hit you up out of nowhere?
And I refused to ask him how you got the number, man. You John Lynch. I don't care how you got my number.
Well, I assume you got it from the head coach, right?
I don't think so. I think you got it from Peyton Manning.
Really?
Yeah.
From Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Okay. You go back and forth with Peyton occasionally?
You know how we do, man. Peyton from New Orleans, man.
That's true. You got me again.
Wait. Wayne, listen, Wayne, I love hearing that, man. John is that dude, man. I love hearing that John Lynch reached out to you because he's that dude. When I reach out to him, I call him all the time. I tell him, man, I said, man, you make us proud, the work you're doing. You know, I'm talking about us gold jacket guys, being in a GM role, the job that he is doing, man. Awesome. He's just a good dude. Have you ever met him before he called?
I didn't. He actually hit me with one of my with a line from one of my verses. Yeah,
He did.
Dude, that makes me love him.
Come on,
that makes me love him even more, man. I already loved him. That makes me love him. I'm gonna text him today and tell him just what we talked about today. That makes me love him more.
The crazy thing is he helped me get my Super Bowl ring, and
He did.
I know.
John, we partied after, words at the crib and everything. But
Wait, John partied?
Man, this was when we played. We all partied when we won the Super Bowl.
Right.
But I just something about 15 scare me. It's just something about 15 that scare me. You know, when you got relationships with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and you get conflicted, you know what I'm saying, about what to do. Mm-hmm. But I got the Chiefs, man, 29-24. It's gonna be close all the way in, and then Patrick Mahomes is gonna do something that Tom Brady has always done in the Super Bowl, which is matriculate down the field at the last minute, and boom, the Travis Kelce. Now they're going to pan to the box, and Taylor Swift and all that. That's the setup.
I see it.
It's the setup.
A handshake, all that.
It's the setup.
I got it 31-28.
Higher scoring than we do. We are all down in the 20s. I'm lower in the 20s, 31-28. Okay, so who will have the best quarterback on the field to you?
I mean, obviously, it's going to have to be the 49ers with Brock Purdy. Also, I feel like this is his actual coming out party. Okay. This game right here, this stage, this platform.
Scored 31.
Better be.
You know what I mean? I think, you know, what I mean is he's been proving himself since he stepped on the field.
Yeah.
Since he stepped on the field. But you know what he's been dealing with, all the criticism or whatever. I think this right here, you can't, if you do your thing right here, don't worry about 1-5. Don't worry about trying to do what 1-5 do. Do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Man, I believe
But there's something about, and I keep trying to tell Skip and the guys this, it's something about those type of quarterbacks that make lesser quarterbacks try to duplicate the same success. You can look at Lamar. Lamar could have easily taken the Ravens to the Super Bowl. But when you get caught up looking across at the other guy, it just, they force you to. That's that pressure that many people don't understand. That guy across the field, you watching what he's doing. You're like, man, I'm going to show them that I belong. And you start getting out of your comfort zone. And that could happen to him.
Michael, jump in.
It's that Tiger Wood effects is what he's talking about. And that's exactly, Lil Wayne, what I was saying. I don't think it's going to affect Brock Purdy because Lamar Jackson may want to battle Patrick Mahomes and thinks he can beat him. Josh Allen may want to battle Patrick Mahomes and thinks he can beat him.
He did.
Brock Purdy ain't going to think such a thing. And Kyle Shanahan ain't going to give him the ball to do whatever he wants to do to even try to prove such a thing. So that's why they'll lean on the running game, and they'll be able to handle it. I think it's a close game. I had it 28-24, the 49ers winning also, Lil Wayne.
I like that.
So, Mr. Wayne, how do you explain that at home, the 49er defense allowed your team, the Green Bay Packers, to rush for 136 yards, and at home allowed the Detroit Lions to rush for 182 yards. And in both games, we're in some to a whole lot of trouble, right?
Yes.
How do you explain that? How do you factor that into what's about to happen?
My response to that is they won those games.
They did.
Those were
Thanks to Brock.
those were the most important games of the season at the time, and they won those games. So I believe Pacheco is going to have a great Super Bowl. I believe he's going to have a great Super Bowl, but it will not be. I believe it will not be enough.
Okay.
You know.
And as much as you like Kyle, he's had 2 disasters on his hands in 2 big games, right?
I know.
2 big blown leads. Yes. And across the field is that Big Red. And you want to talk about a big game coach. Yes. He has proven since he was in Philadelphia, once he got 1-5, he has proven to be a big-time, big game coach, right?
Yes, he has.
Okay. Does that not scare you a little bit with your prediction for Kyle's sake?
No, but what scares me about that, what you had, is that Mr. Bieniemy has came back around.
He has.
That's what scares me.
I assume he might be contributing as we speak.
Exactly. That's what scares me about what you just said about Big Red. That's the part about Big Red that scares me, is that Mr. Bieniemy has snuck back around there, and man, of course he's going to.
So real quick, we went back and forth texting about this last night. The Taylor Swift impact on this game is ridiculous. It's astonishing, but it's real.
Yes,
Would you agree that it's a thing?
Oh, it's beyond a thing.
That's why I said what I said, Skip. That game gonna be close. Patrick Mahomes, bring him back. Boom,
serious.
hit Travis Kelce a touchdown.
And
all them TV cameras gonna find that box, and they gonna sit there watching them jump up and down and scream.
Yeah.
You watch what I tell you. You gonna be texting me talking about, man, how you knew that, Key? How you knew that script? That's the script. They putting it in play.
They be having a camera on Mr. Lynch and them Buddhas on their suite as well.
Yeah.
So, I believe we're going to be showing that. We're going to show that suite a little more.
All right, real quick. As an artist, how do you see her as an artist, her accomplishments?
Oh, she's if not, we don't do greatest in music because we still, everybody gets better and better, and that's what we believe in as artists are.
Fair enough.
She is one of the greatest.
One of the greatest.
One of the greatest.
And you admire what she has accomplished in a fairly short time.
Short time? No, she's been around for a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, she's been working at it for a long time. But then
I admire it, and I admire her work ethic.
Right.
Yes.
And you've told me that early on in her concert, she would bring in people for meet and greets and shake every hand and talk to every fan.
Every 2,500 to 2,000 to 3,000 people after every show, just to tell them one or two things, beautiful things, and mean it. And I heard now that what she does is after her show, which is about 2.5 hours, she does 45 minutes after every show just for the fans.
Paid off.
Woo. She gonna be tired. She got a concert, I think, somewhere in Asia, somewhere, right? Tokyo, yeah. And she going to fly back.
Yeah.
She'll be there.
But she gonna be on one of them big old G650. She'll be all right.
Yeah, go, Mike.
Right. Key, you do know, Key. They took those panning shots. They love to see you happy, but they also take those panning shots to watch you sad.
Yeah,
they'll take that shot no matter how this game goes.
Yes. Yeah. I noticed they showed that shot when he dropped those rocks.
Yeah, you got it. All right, up next, Wayne is going to talk Lakers, good and bad. What struck you about last night's game, please?
There's my umbrella. This man is raining on the parade.
I am. I'm raining. Yeah.
I mean, about the day of the night. The day was beautiful.
Start wherever you want to start.
The day was beautiful. The ceremony was amazing. Yeah. The girls looked amazing at the game. All the old players, all that. Everything was wonderful. Yeah. But, to where it almost made you feel like I don't care what the outcome of the game is. But once you started watching the game, you got into it. Once especially when they tied it up, I think it was like at 94. I think they tied it up with the alley-oop. And, man, they never led.
No, they never led the whole night.
So I was expecting it was going to be a storybook ending. They was going to come back and win. So,
Denver's that team.
They're the champs.
But beside the champs, it's that team that's got that thorn in your side that the Lakers can't seem to take advantage of.
I think we 0-7 against them this season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just one of those teams. But for me, like you were saying, though, Wayne, I didn't really care if they won or lost because the night was really about.
But didn't you
Kobe.
think they might be inspired by what happened in the afternoon?
Yeah, but sometimes we want everybody to be inspired about those situations, but sometimes it drains you too. You drain from an emotional standpoint.
That's
you
good.
know, it's so much emotion that's built up in special moments.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about when they inducted Jimmy into the Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
I mean, that emotion, they barely got out of there. They escaped barely, right? They barely escaped.
It got stolen is what happened. Yeah.
So that emotion, man.
Yeah.
It's just so, you know, as long as they make the playoffs, I'm okay. They better make the playoffs, though.
Michael.
Yeah, let me tell you right quick what I saw and what I thought, because this is the disappointing part. I thought it was interesting that they put out the statue on the same day the trade deadline comes through. So if you don't get anybody, at least we gave you the statue.
Yeah.
That was a great thing.
Okay.
Now also what was interesting, what was also interesting is, think about this. You got swept by this team last year. You guys got swept by this team last year, right? And now you're saying, okay, we're going to finish this year as is. Are we any closer? Can you show anything that would say maybe somehow we can sneak by and win? And then you lost the game, so that was a no, and you lose it for the 7th time in a row. So that was a double clutcher yesterday. You know, a double clutcher. Nothing at the trade deadline. And yes, that team beat you for the 7th straight time.
Man,
so,
we
yeah,
can't,
that was
Michael,
hard.
we can't, with unveiling Kobe's statue, what we getting ready to do, ship off a bunch of people? No.
No,
we're not going to do that.
I understand. Right. But you're right.
You got to remember the date. You got to remember
Jerry
all
Jones-ish.
that. You got to remember
Jerry
the date.
Jones-ish.
You got to remember
It was Jerry Jones-ish.
2/8/24.
2/8/24, Michael, and nothing to do with the trade deadline. 2/8/24.
You got to remember that.
Yeah, you got to remember that, huh?
Okay.
Go back to sleep.
All right, this is what I'm going to remember about last night. It just tore me up because it was a carbon copy of all 4 Western Conference Finals games. Here you went again.
Bam.
All 4 of those games,
But
you're right there in the
at
fourth
some
quarter.
point in those games, though.
Okay, but you tied. You caught them. You came from 15 down. You came from 10 down in the fourth quarter alone. And twice, you got the alley-oop dunk, and then Austin Reeves, who's if you let him have the shot, Austin Reeves hit a big 3, tied it at 104.
Tied it at 104, yeah.
And I don't know what it is about
doesn't have a hurt
LeBron
foot.
against these guys, but they have his number. I don't know why, but somebody, the defense has his number because he just disappeared down the stretch, and he missed 3 straight big shots, and he had a turnover at 4:34. I don't know if we have enough time to show this. Nick, okay, real quick. The first one is he just turns the ball over at 4:34 off one of their misses. He gets the rebound and just dribbles it off his knee, and it's just so not LeBron. This is the rebound to LeBron, and he just dribbles it off his knee right back to them. I was like, what are you doing?
Get a handle on it, man. Come on, Skip with
Yeah,
that.
like Brown was
Yeah,
talking
man,
about.
stop.
So he missed the
He didn't even
layup.
have control of the ball.
Okay, well, it's LeBron freaking James.
Oh,
and then he misses
okay, all
another
right.
layup.
Michael Jordan ain't never
And
fumbled the
then
ball
here we
either.
go, and then that was a little desperate to me. Like, you didn't have to do that. And then finally, that's the same shot.
Probably didn't have
And then-
awareness of the
and
clock at that
here's-
moment in time,
Okay,
though, Skip.
Then they swing it back to Austin Reeves, and he says, well, let me do this because he can do that. Okay, that tied it, and then LeBron gets one more crack at it, and he goes up and, well, where are you? LeBron, where are you? Here we go. And this is to cut it to 1, and he missed the. That's for him. That's a bunny shot to me. I'm sorry.
That's a difficult shot from the side of the rim. The location is a
it's
very
the greatest
difficult shot.
scorer in the history of the game.
I don't care,
It's
Skip.
something
That's a
about the
difficult
Nuggets
shot.
have his number.
That may be true.
Yeah.
That's why I said some teams just got that thorn in your side.
Yeah.
Maybe that's,
One last thing. Can I just say, the disappointing part was, and I would just say, when we talked about this Western Championship game last year, it was talking about LeBron wasn't healthy. LeBron was healthy right then. On the drive in the championship game, we said, he didn't make that layup because he wasn't healthy. He was healthy. So that's the disappointing
Another
part.
great point
I'm just
by
saying for the
Michael.
Lakers.
I counter that with hearing that I heard Brian say that they focusing on getting healthy.
Yeah.
They were not worrying about the championship. They're not worrying about playoffs. They're worrying about, he said, let's focus on getting healthy first. So I don't know. That's what he said. They need to get healthy. So
well,
I don't know how healthy
That's
he
a
was.
fact. All right, up next, we're going to talk about Micah Parsons at the honors night last night because he wore what? Shoes with his tux? Huh?
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Do you want more highlights from the show? Make sure to click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from Undisputed.